Vlog day 1108. 1108. Ugh.
Good morning, and welcome to another day of hanging out in my room to the sounds of scaffolding being deconstructed, hopefully. Something about building scaffolding and taking it apart that just happens to warm the soul in an infuriating rage. Thankfully, I don't have to stay here and take this anymore. This is going to be great. I am going to go down to the office, get some work done. Kate and I are going to be putting together some envelopes to send Patreon stickers out. If you noticed, Gustav's sitting here on a sticker, not just on my shirt. It's because Gustav is a sticker, and we send these out to all of my 6-month patrons. We make it to the 6-month mark, and then again the year mark. There are loyalty stickers that come your way, and we're talking about some other things you can unlock as we go. I'm hoping to do some reform for Patreon here soon, just as things are changing and as we make some transitions in the near future. So we're thinking through that, and I'll be sure to keep you posted. But one of the things that I'm doing recently, I don't know why we just got onto the whole Patreon thing here. I was going to tell you what I was going to do today, because I'm also going to be on the Earful Tower podcast this morning, because Oliver just asked me yesterday if I wanted to come on the show, and I said, of course, I'm always happy to be on the show. I'd be honored. It's not every day you get asked to be on Oliver's podcast. I mean, there's some great people that go on there, among whom I am probably the least. So that'll be a lot of fun. That's coming up today too. That's coming up as soon as I get done making this coffee. Speaking of which, I should probably pour the rest of this water out now that my bloom is done. But on Patreon, I just put up a whole bunch of digital wallpapers. Well, a whole bunch. I put up one set of computer/phone digital wallpapers for patrons. And what I'm gonna do, I think, is I'm gonna try and make up the difference for the photos that were supposed to be taken on the disposable camera, but we ran out of film. For whatever reason, there are a couple of photos that we took at the end there that didn't make it into the final development. So they don't exist. So instead of having purely grainy photos for postcards, I thought I could go back and take some photos with a real camera and get some high resolution photos of the things that you asked for if you're a patron. And maybe we can continue doing that down the line, taking some polls for pictures. Just kind of trying to experiment, have some fun, throw some stuff your way as we go. I've done wallpapers before. Might as well do some more, you know? Hey, why not? I'm gonna finish making and then consuming this coffee. Maybe find like a demi baguette really quick, something small to eat, and then it's time to go do a podcast before we head back down towards the office. All right, I've had my coffee, but wow, I'm better. But these trees are looking so dry. I think these are walnut trees, walnut or chestnut, but I'm guessing walnut. Do they go brown this quick? This one's fine. Some of them are they're in differing stages of distress. It looks like, unless they always start to brown in July, and I just never noticed that before. Anywho, let's go jump on a podcast.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
This is your door?
Do you want me to point some interesting things out?
Yeah? Your favorites.
The double though, it's the rare double. Like, you know.
Explain to my viewers what you're talking about, because
Okay, so
just in case they don't listen to your podcast.
I've got a fascination. In case they do what?
The two people out there that don't listen, the rest of you obviously do.
Okay, little Paris fact. You can tell your friends and check it when you come to Paris. These things here, they're called chasse-roues in French, or wheel guards, stone guards. They protected the walls from wagon wheels hitting them. So this means that horses and carriages used to come into this building, and these are rare because there's two of them. You see? Usually there's just the one or the one or the other, but this is two, and I don't know why, but I'm fascinated by it.
It's because they knew you'd be renting, and they knew that they could make your life by doing this for you.
Oh, here's a problem. I've been recording so much out of the studio, I can't remember the code.
This is a nice dramatic hallway that enters through.
This code.
We're gonna Oh, you don't know this code?
It's no shot.
Fantastic. And you're at like the top floor, right? It's been a while since I've been here.
6 floors.
6 floors up.
Luckily, there's an elevator now.
Oh, that is nice.
Just kidding.
Oh. We're gonna get a chance to catch our breath before we start recording, right?
I do it 2 by 2 just to get it over and done with. And then I sit for 5 minutes and get my breath back.
That's a good method.
Ooh, it's hot now.
Ooh, toasty. From moldy air in the stairwell to stagnant air in the recording studio. Whew. Oliver, what did we just talk about for the last 40 minutes?
We had such a good time, Jay. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Where can people find this podcast
Okay.
is the question.
Do you guys, I'll leave them space to answer. Do you know podcasts?
Yeah.
Yes. So go on your podcasting app, whatever phone, Spotify, whatever you use, find it. Search for the Earful Tower. You're going to put the words here if I do it. The Earful Tower. Right? And Jay, you're going to put this out tomorrow, right? So
Yep.
the episode will be fresh. So it'll be right there at the top. It'll be the things you should never do in Paris. And we shared some anecdotal evidence of our life in Paris and the things we've learned, sometimes the hard way, about what you shouldn't do.
It was a grand old time. Now I gotta go meet Kate at the office before she gets there because she's never met any of the other people that are in there, and I want to make sure to do the actual introduction. Thanks for having me on your podcast. It was a pleasure as always. I look forward to the next time whenever it happens, if I ever get lucky enough to be on the podcast again. And yeah, go check it out. I listen to the Earful Tower on Spotify, so if you have Spotify, just search for the Earful Tower, find it there. But obviously, wherever else you might find your podcasts, you'll find it there too. I also should probably eat something. That was a lot of fun. I always love sitting and chatting. Do you listen to podcasts? This is a question could be asking. How many of you listen to podcasts? I don't even know. I feel like we could do a poll or something to figure this out. We'll talk more about that as we go. In the meantime, like I said, I gotta get down to the Marais. Kate and I have a bunch of envelopes we gotta do and get on top of that. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna get out of here. Wow, this gets really dark. Anyways, I have a handful of things I need to get done, so let's just get going.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just gonna ask what you're working on.
Oh, you're really asking? Oh, okay. Ooh, right? Come on.
Falling Gustavs. That was great.
Now we gotta do falling trees.
I'm ready for it.
Well, the sound every time.
In the end, part of the reason that I'm asking the question, though, aside from the raining stickers, is because I just put a little poll on Twitter to see what would happen there too, but one of the things that I am toying with as I change formats, there are a number of changes that I would like to make, both in the content that I'm making, not huge shifts, but like structural shifts that I think will make both life easier and also the quality of the content better on the YouTube channel, but then other domains that we might be able to jump into, including possibly doing a podcast, because as somebody who's come late to the podcasting game and I'm really enjoying it, I don't want to jump in unless I feel like there's something I can add to the conversation, which I think is always going to be true in any content creation process. If everyone's already doing it or if somebody else is already doing it really well, you can't do it better or you can't add to the mix, then why waste your time on it? Unless you can improve and grow and tell a different story. So with the podcasting side, I do have some different ideas that would align, I think, well with the future of the channel as well. And I think add another arm to what I'm already producing that would be very, very interesting. At least for me especially. And I think that's also really important, is that if I'm gonna make something, I wanna make sure that I'm interested in what I'm producing too. And there's a lot that could go into it. There's a lot, maybe we'll talk about it in more detail once the details are ironed out. I wasn't thinking I would even share this on the vlog necessarily, but I'm really curious to hear your thoughts. And just to kind of put that seed out there, because I do think it's something that we're going to move towards if I find the right mix of things, and it seems like it's worth the time and the effort. But I'd still love to hear your thoughts. I'm gonna wrap it up here for today. Gonna keep practicing the leaving my computer here thing, largely because I left my backpack at home and I can't take my computer home with me today, but I'm gonna try and do a better job of, drawing certain boundaries around things, especially as I have this space now, put it to good use. So I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning for whatever's going on tomorrow. I don't even remember, and I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever it is you are. See you tomorrow.